What's up, guys? So today we went to a few yard sales early in the morning. Didn't find nothing, but we have a meetup planned for later for some rare PS2 games and an exclusive Japan N64 storage case thing. So that'll be pretty cool. So until then, we're just gonna go around and hit the thrifts a little bit. We're in Oroville right now, and we're gonna hit up the Goodwill, and we are just waiting for them to open up and see what we can find. All right, guys, stay tuned. Going pretty well, guys. Getting ready to head out here. Been looking through the clothes racks for far too long. You know how that goes. Never know until you look, though, right? Got a good cart full, though. Gonna leave here and go do that video game meetup. It's kind of cool. Ooh, look at that. Sheesh. Bet me I won't rock this while I go yard sailing. All right, guys, we'll get back at you soon. All right, guys, went a little overboard there at Goodwill. Oh, we got a good load there. And now we're gonna go do that pickup, video game pickup, and then we are gonna hit a few more thrifts, and then we got another private pickup for some good quality riding boots, and then we'll be back home. We'll get back home, and then we'll show everything that we found today. It's been another good day. Got a little hot today. It was chilly this morning, so I got my sweatshirt on, but I'm gonna have to rip this thing off before I die out here. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for the video game pickup. Should be a good one. Looks like some rare PS2 games in there, and a cool little N64 Japanese exclusive storage little container thing. Really rare. Not any available on the market right now, and only sold comp was for half of the compartment for like $200, and dude posted it for only $30, so that should be a good one. All right, guys, stay tuned. Be right back at you. All right, guys, we made that pickup. Got the games. Look at this bad boy. Sheesh. We threw in this cool little thing. Got the boots. Getting gas now. Gas here. Cheapest gas is $4.39. How cheap is gas where you guys live? Let me know in the comments. Where do you live and what's the cheapest gas? I am in Northern California, and $4.39 is actually very cheap. Only reason it's that cheap is because I go to the Indian reservation. Everywhere else it's $5 or more. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back home and show you guys everything I got. Get back at you soon. Peace. Yeah, I was gonna hit up all the other thrift stores today, but because I bought so much at the initial Goodwill I went to, I think I'm just gonna call it good there, because I did spend $180 there, and then I spent $100 for the N64 compartment with all those games, which is a screaming deal, don't get me wrong. But I kind of have a death pile going on right now, so I think I'm going to go home, show you guys everything I got, and then start listing stuff, because it's getting a little crazy. I've been buying a lot the past week or so, and I haven't really got the chance to record it because I've just been really busy, have a lot going on, and sometimes I just want to go out and look for stuff without having to record. Just pulled up to a yard sale. We'll see what they got going on here. All right, guys, stay tuned. Little food review time. We are at Celestino's New York Pizza in Oroville. They got one of these in Oroville and Chico. We go to the one in Chico pretty often. Give you guys a peek here. Sheesh. Look at that. Pure sauciness. guys a bite here. Oh yeah. Pack that away. Definitely my favorite pizza spot in the entire North State, for sure. It's got that New York pie consistency. Sounds weird, but I like it so much because it reminds me of that place, Saboro's, that's like in the malls around America. All the ones here on the West Coast are out of business. I don't know if they completely went out of business, but they aren't here on the West Coast anymore. But I used to. It brings back memories, you know, being a 90s kid, going to the mall and it being lively, getting you a fat slice of Saboro's pizza, having a good old time. It's kind of sad what's happening to the malls around America these days. Sorry, bro. Dude almost hit me head on. Probably not the smartest thing to be recording while driving, but, you know, there are more deadlier things out there, I guess. All right, guys. Gonna head back home and show you guys everything I found today. Peace. All right, guys. We made it back home. Got everything processed. Got our inventory specialist, Lila, helping us out. Where's your frisbee? Where's your frisbee? Anyways, guys, we had a private pickup today where we got some video games and this cool Japan exclusive and Nintendo 64 little storage rack. You could put the console up top and you got the game storage, and then you have a few controller storage in the back. We also had another, in that private pickup, we also picked up all these PS2 games. We got both the rack and all the games for $100, and if you see the game up top, Silent Hill 2 is probably $150 to a $200 game by itself, so we definitely made out with that. He also threw in that cool little promotional Mario little promotional sign there, which was really cool. And then we went to Goodwill, and we got there right as they opened, and they had a ton of inventory, which was very lucky because sometimes when I go to that specific Goodwill, they don't really have too much. So now I'm starting to learn it's probably one of the ones you have to get there early to get stuff, whereas most of the Goodwills will put out stuff all throughout the day, bring out carts, bring out clothes racks. This one in particular wasn't really doing that, so now I know we got to get there early. So let's go through what we got. We got a lot of clothes, but we'll start over here on the left. We got a Kenner jackhammer mask truck from, I believe, 1985, and it looks like still sealed, has the factory seal on it. Box is a little bit tarnished, but it's the only one right now that is sealed. There are no sealed ones available on eBay. There's ones with the box that are selling anywhere from $150 to $200, and there's one that was supposedly new, but it wasn't new because they had it out of the box, so obviously it's not sealed. So I can kind of set the price on this. I'm gonna price it high because of its rarity. I'll probably price it at $350 with best offers and see where I can go from there. I got this for $20, guys, so that was definitely a steal. I also found this Popple from 1980s era, still in the box. Box is a little tarnished. But these loose are selling for $50, so that's another one. There's not any of them in the box on eBay right now, so I'll probably price that at $120 and accept best offers on that. I got this for $10, so another steal. I got this Wallace and Gromit guy still in the box. I forget this guy's name. Is it the Rabbit? Were-Rabbit? I forget what his name is, but anyways, in the box still, sealed. Pretty cool pickup on that. These are going anywhere from $80 to $150 depending on the condition. I'll probably price it at $100 with shipping, not shipping included, shipping extra, and accept best offer on that as well. I got that one for $15, so definitely a good come up on that. As I said, I got all these games here, which there are a few rare games in there. as well as this cool N64 Japan exclusive Super Mario little storage thing. He also threw that in, dual Grand Theft Auto, Xbox, Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto 3 in there, which was kind of cool. This dude had an amazing collection. If I would have felt comfortable to ask him to film, I would, but it was in his house and his kids were there, so obviously that's probably not good to film. So yeah, we got this and all the games and the promotional Mario sign for $100. So all together there, this one without, it was just this and this for some reason. So it looks like this, yeah, the centerpiece comes off. So without the centerpiece, this sold for $200, and there are none available on eBay right now. Another rare item, guys. It's been a rare item day. I'm very blessed to have found these items, and I think I'm gonna price this high as well. I'm gonna price it probably $300 with shipping and accept best offers on it. So that'll be a good one. The sign I'm probably gonna put in my eBay room because I like it and it's cool. So the PS2 games, I haven't quite priced out everything, but you know, the good games, Final Fantasy, Silent Hill, both the Grand Theft Auto games, a few others, say, you know, 150, 200, you know, easy $300 right there. That's easy. That's probably low end on that, guys. So definitely a good pickup. Basically turning $100 into $600 on that pickup alone. So from here, let's go to the shoes. These all were picked up at Goodwill. And yeah, I think the average price ended up being right around $12.50 per pair. That's average throughout all of the pairs. Some were $8, some were $18, you know. Try to just make it an average, that way I don't have to go across everyone and tell you the exact price of them. So yeah, these are, oh, let's reach over here. Oh, drop the sign, oh well. These are some Rocky desert military boots. No laces on these guys, but overall really good condition. I think I can get easy $70 for these guys. Ones with the laces are selling for $100, $150, and very good sell-through rate on those, so I should be able to easily get $70 plus shipping on those. The boots were also a pickup on Marketplace, and these are Dublin women's equestrian boots. They're a little dusty, but they'll clean up and they'll look great. These are around $250 new, and there are hardly any available on eBay, but there are a few sold anywhere from $120 to $150. So low end, say $100, and I'll, 5x my money on that. These Gold Foamposite Pros will easily sell for $50. These Asics Gel Venture mid tops, looking brand new, so I could probably sell those brand new, easy $40. These Momo Racing shoes will go for $50. These ones really surprised me, these Timberland Pros. They are a women's size 6, but they are selling pre-owned anywhere from $80 to $120. So that was definitely a good pickup, and these are excellent condition on them, barely used. We got these Gel Venture 9s. They're size 13, so I picked them up. A little dirty, but they'll clean up good. I always try to pick up running shoes in size 13 because they sell really well for me. So yeah, that's why I picked those up. Got these Kohan. They're a workforce type of shoe, I guess. They're $150 MSRP retail, but I should be able to easily get $40-50 for them. These Hey Dudes, nothing too crazy, probably $30, but they sell good for me, and I might just keep these. They're size 11. I'm a 10.5, but I feel like Hey Dudes run a little bit small, so that'll be cool. That'll be cool for me. These Hoka, which ones are these? I'm so mixed up on the models. I think these are something. What are these ones? Speedgoat 2s. These sell good for me. They're a good women's size. Pretty good condition. Little bit of heel drag on them, but you know, people still buy them even with the heel drag. They want them for yard shoes, or they just don't. Anyways, I got cut off there. I basically went through everything. But yeah, people don't want to spend $200 for these, so they'll still buy them even if they're in somewhat good condition. So I should still be able to get 40 for those. These 510 shoes are shoes I'm just starting to learn about. They're like, I guess, rock climbing or some type of shoe like that, but they sell great. They have a great sell-through rate, anywhere from 40 to 60 bucks. These Brooks Adrenalines in the floral pattern. Anytime I see Brooks that are not in like a traditional pattern like that, they sell well for me, so I should get 40, 50 for those. We have the Brooks GTS 18s here. Not a crazy seller, but a good sell-through rate. Should sell for 35 pretty easily. This is a definite bolo right here. These are called Chirp wheels, and they're basically like back rollers. They have an excellent sell-through rate. And you know, if you see them, pick them up. They'll come in 3-packs like this or 4-packs, and they sell consistently for 40 to 60 bucks plus shipping. And I think I paid 10 bucks for this, so definitely a good buy. These hats, I've never saw this brand before, but I was intrigued because it was really good quality. Akubra caps, made in Australia, really good quality. We got 2 of them, excellent condition, for $12.99 each. And they have a great sell-through rate, and there's not very many available, so those should sell easily for 40 to 60 bucks. I got all these Hot Wheels in a trade with my buddy Billy. Shout out to Billy. He's got an amazing toy collection. Amongst other collections, he collects a lot of things, but he has some of the most amazing toys from the 80s that I've ever seen. So anytime I find stuff like that, I usually trade with him just because he's a buddy, and you know, things come full circle when you do trades like this. And I traded him a Toxo Viper G.I. Joe from 1987, still brand new in the box. And if I got a picture of that, I'll put it right here. And I traded him for all these Hot Wheels, so I should clear 300 on all these Hot Wheels. There's some treasure hunts in there, some Fast and the Furious models, so we'll do good with that. Also, me and Billy may be doing a very big trade pretty soon. I may be trading Billy a Model 2 Smith & Wesson from the Civil War era that I found recently in an estate sale. I may trade him that for his entire Hot Wheels collection, which is 4,000 plus Hot Wheels. So that may be a good video coming up, so stay tuned for that. We're hoping that trade goes through for sure. We're just kind of working out the back end and the details on that, and yeah, that'll be good. Nothing too crazy here. A few snapbacks. They got this Miami Heat snapback for $3. Not a crazy seller, probably sell for 20, 25 bucks, but you know, at $2.99 you can't lose. I got this hat because I just thought it was cool. Maybe somebody local might want it. We have a lot of veterans in this area. If I find one, I'll even donate it to them. $2.99. I thought it was just a cool vintage cap. And these Merrell low top hiking shoes. Merrells sell pretty consistently for me. This model will sell $40 to $50 pretty easily, and these are in really great shape, so that'll definitely be a good one for me. These full set of CMI irons, I got them for 15 bucks, and they have the True Temper dynamic gold shafts. So this whole set will probably sell for 150 bucks, so that was an excellent find there. You know, comps without the wedges are selling for 150 plus ungodly shipping of like $50. I can probably ship these for 20 bucks, so it'll be definitely a good sell for me. And if they hit better than my current irons, I might just keep these and sell my Titleists that I have. So we'll see what's up with that. I'm gonna set you guys down for a second while I grab these shirts. So I've got a lot of clothing. We got this WrestleMania Stone Cold Shawn Michaels tee. Should be an easy 30, 40 bucks on that guy. We got this Soundgarden band tee. I'm actually going to give this to a buddy of mine who likes Soundgarden. You always got to look out for your friends, guys. Straight up. Everything comes full circle. They'll look out for you, too. This is another brand I like to pick up, Marmot. Nice little fleece green fleece. Should sell easily, $30. Pick that one up for $4.99. So got this Nike center swoosh here. Anytime you see ones with the center swoosh right there, they're always going to be pretty good. I would pick those up. That'll probably sell for 40 to 50 bucks. Great sell-through rate on that type of stuff. This is another brand to look out for. Mountain Hardwear. Great mountain brand, hiking type brand. This is a women's petite, but with the brand being good, it'll still sell. I got it for $6 and it should sell for 40 to 50 on this guy. Another good brand that sells good for me, LL Bean hoodie, full zip. Should sell for 30. I usually don't pick up stuff like this, but this one caught my eye. A Coach men's tee with the front pocket zip. And one recently sold for 50, so we'll hope for 40 on it. And I got that one for $7.99. Here's another one of those mountain hardware. This is a very thin windbreaker, and these sell really good for anywhere from $30 to $50. It being a woman's petite, probably a low end on that for 35, 40 maybe. And we got a fleece Pendleton, a little cashmere pullover guy. Pendleton always sells good for me. This is not the top of the line Aztec Pendleton you're gonna really want to look out for. I've only found very few of those in my 2-3 years of reselling. This guy was $8.99, should sell for 30 to 40. So yeah, that's definitely good. And I think that's it, guys. So yeah, guys, overall definitely a good day. Minimal driving. I was probably only in Goodwill for about 30 minutes and was able to pick up all that stuff. You know, picked up the boots, picked up the video games. I was out for a few hours and got all this stuff. And you could see that, you know, I spent around $300 and I should definitely come out ahead. I don't know full total. I'll try to put that in here, but it's up there with the video game stuff, with the wedges, with all these shoes being 40 to 50, a couple of them being even more than that. You know, I try to at least triple my money, if not double my money if I'm spending a certain amount. My minimum profit amount that I look for is $25. That's like if I'm buying a pair of shoes for $15, I want to at least clear $25 profit after it's all said and done. So that's what I try to kind of go for, and I go for consistency and volume. You know, I learned that, you know, it's easier to get $10, $25 profit sales than it is to get one $250 profit sale in most cases. So I try to go for those bread and butter items to keep my store full and get those consistent sales that we all need as resellers for, you know, a consistent sell-through rate, and the algorithm will pick you up more and more inventory that you're putting in your store on a consistent basis. So that's another thing, is you want to list consistency, and then the sales will come pretty consistently after that. So that's what I try to stick to, guys. And yeah, so I'll give you another pan out here of everything. Sorry the lighting's not the best, guys, but you know, it is what it is. I'm really stoked on the N64 little compartment guy there, and those PS2 games, and the Kenner there, the jackhammer. You know, all this stuff's great stuff that has great sell-through rate. That's what I try to focus on, really. So yeah, guys. Anywho, appreciate you guys once again. If you're interested in any of this stuff, just tap in with my eBay store. It's the same as my YouTube, NorCal_picker. I try to underprice pretty much everything else on the market. And if you make me an offer and let me know you came from YouTube, I'll definitely give you a better price on it. So if you're into this type of content, feel free to subscribe, drop a like. You know, you don't have to, but it's much appreciated. Drop a comment. And yeah, guys, I am also interested. Early in my video, I said I was filling up gas, and I want to know where you guys are from and where's the cheapest gas in your area, because I don't know, I'm just always interested in stuff like that for some weird reason. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. Once again, got a good amount of stuff today. Definitely blessed on it. And we'll see you next time. Peace.